India has a fantastic tradition of maths. The number system that we use today originally comes from an Indian number system, and you can see the evolution of the number system there. It was first developed in India, it was then refined in Arabia, and so it's known today as the Hindu-Arabic script. There are several innovative features of this number system. One of them is the place system that allows us to talk about things like tens and hundreds and 1000s. Another innovative and actually vital feature is the discovery or the invention of zero. Now, you can do simple maths without having zero. If you have 7 sheep and then you sell 3 sheep, you have 4 sheep left, and that's 7 minus 3 equals 4. Now, in order to do more complex maths, you can do 7 minus 7, and that either gives you no sheep or it gives you the number 0. And it was an innovation to invent or discover the number 0. Interestingly, the number 0 has been discovered twice in world history. Once in India, and from India transmitted to the rest of Europe and Asia, but also in the Mayan civilization in the Americas, which developed and was completely independent of any European and Asian mathematical developments. What this shows us then is maths is not a European thing. It's not even a Eurasian thing. It's a global thing. It's a human thing. It shows humans' drive and passion for innovation and their curiosity. And this is not limited simply to some great men of ancient Greece. China also has a very long and distinguished history of mathematical inquiry. This is an example here of something that in English translates as the 9 chapters on the mathematical art. People in China had also worked out the same law of triangles as Pythagoras had, probably independently. The Islamic world also has a long and proud history of maths and science. The word that we use in English, algebra, to describe a branch of mathematics, that comes from the name of an Arabic textbook from hundreds of years ago in which principles of mathematics were written down. While Europe was going through the Dark Ages, the Islamic world was enjoying a golden age of discovery and inquiry. And this actually reveals one of the problems of the way that we talk about the history of maths and science in Europe. This diagram here shows knowledge transfer before the scientific revolution. The Hellenistic world refers to Greece and its surroundings. What you can see here is that there is a flow of information between the Islamic civilizations in Baghdad, between India, China, Persia, which is modern day Iran, and Greece and Europe. The way that traditional narratives are set up to talk about the history of science, we talk about the Renaissance. The word Renaissance means rebirth, and it's often talking about rediscovering lost works. In actual fact, in the Renaissance, European scholars learnt maths and science from Islamic texts, from Arabic texts, and they translated them. So they didn't rediscover some ancient Greek book per se. They learnt about it through texts that they got from the Islamic world. So rather than a rediscovery or a rebirth, it's actually a transfer of knowledge. So even the very word Renaissance is perhaps a wrong term to use. So We've talked about